Good morning, boys. It's good to see you this morning. The hymn we would sing were we together would be 50. And the reason I chose 50 for today is because it has a great line. Listen to this. Loosed from Pharaoh's bitter yoke, Jacob's sons and daughters, led them with unmoistened foot through the Red Sea waters. And if you're thinking to yourself, what is that about? I ask you to think back to what Mr. Johnson was speaking to you about last Friday. Remember the big religious events that are coming this week? Tonight is the first night of Passover, and this Sunday is Easter. Let's talk about Passover for a second. Mr. Johnson told you some of the plagues, but he didn't list all of them. Because it's so dramatic, it's so amazing, they're worth hearing about in full. Are you ready? From the book of Exodus, plague number 1, water to blood. Number 2, frogs. Number 3, lice and gnats. Number 4, wild animals and flies. Number 5, pestilence of livestock. Number 6, boils. Number 7, thunderstorm of hail and fire. Number 8, locusts. Number 9, darkness for 3 days. And what's the last one? Killing of the firstborn. An astonishing story. And if you are going to be part of a Seder this evening, you will recount this story in remarkable detail and wonderment. Now, unfortunately, for those of you going to a Seder, or for those of you celebrating Easter this Sunday, it is quite likely you won't be able to do this the way you're used to. Because the social distancing that we're practicing that's keeping us away from beloved St. Bernard's is also probably going to keep people apart for tonight and for Sunday. And that's unfortunate, but we must do what we can. So, however you're going to celebrate, I've heard a lot about online Seders. Perhaps you'll be part of an online Seder, or you'll have some online fun with relatives the Sunday for Easter. All right, before we get off to work, you should know there is more action following this video. Mr. Landesman is going to give the mensch away, and they're going to be not 1 but 2 current events reports from 2 very different places on the planet Earth. And then finally, we have 2 birthdays in the middle school today. One belongs to a 4th grader, Eddie Salisbury, the other to a 5th grader, Bo Fleming. Happy birthday, boys. Now, to work.